Hey there, it's Joseph, and welcome back to the channel on San Miguel de Allende's Secrets. And today we're going to talk about a village that's now underwater. That was part of the San Miguel de Allende environs, and it's a lovely hiking spot. As always, if you want more information, there's links in the descriptive box below, including a link to Amazon.com, where you can purchase any of the 10 best-selling books in the San Miguel de Allende Secrets series of books. Ever since I watched the Robert Downey Jr. movie where he tried to drown Annette Bening in a city flooded by a dam and forevermore underwater in the film In Dreams, I've been fascinated by the notion of a village underwater. There's just something inherently both creepy and fascinating about a village that was once on land and now is underwater. The notion is much like the legend of Atlantis, or when my hometown got flooded by Hurricane Agnes, and my then teenage brother kept yanking up corpses sprung from graveyards. Since then, burial laws have gotten a lot more advanced. Back in the 1960s, the dam was built to control flooding in farther south cities like Celaya, which in turn flooded out several villages just outside of San Miguel de Allende that lay along the Laja River. One village was Augustin Gonzalez that survives today for having moved up the hill closer to the highway and now farther from the water. However, the residents couldn't move the 18th century neo-Gothic Elizabethan church associated with the former hacienda owned by the brothers Augustin and Juan Gonzalez. The church has remained underwater since. However, you could view the chapel's cacti-bearing steeple piercing the waterline from the town's new location on higher ground. Today, the town of Augustin Gonzalez is a small lakeside agricultural community featuring a quarry where the pink limestone for the Procea came from. The older Atomi woman in the village remembered life before the lake, when the town specialized in bowls made from the river's clay. Today, goats, corn, and beans are the town's economic focus. With the lack of rain this summer and fall, plus the dam distributing water to other places, the lake is at a record low water level, enabling the church's ruins to show themselves. This could be a feat that won't be possible in the future as the water further erodes the stone, causing the Serafino Gutierrez designed steeple to collapse. Serafino designed the Procea's facade and is the namesake to San Miguel de Allende's newest park. The ruins are pretty and pretty dry to get to, naturally a deterrent to the lakeside communities that depend on fishing. The foray through the hinterlands to reach the church features many parts of the lake that are now dry. So much so, when you Google map your location, it shows you as being deep underwater. Not this year, with the way to get to the church by vehicle through the community of Tlaxcala. Tlaxcala features two chapels, with one to Guadalupe and the other to Christ the King. The Guadalupe Chapel is still in use, while the Christ the King ruins feature ancient paintings on the walls and in the Calvario. The Calvario, like pictured there to the left, are small outbuildings to hold a cross, flowers, and candles for the indigenous to worship their ancestors at before entering the church and the new faith the Spanish insisted upon. At a farm next to Guadalupe's church is a Calvario that also has some petroglyphs, looking strikingly similar to cave drawings found in nearby caves. Plus, at the base, you can tell when the Presa has flooded and wiped away the Calvario's foundation. Looking up, on the top of Guadalupe steeple is a headless St. Michael. You can tell it is Michael because the wind appears to be blowing up his skirt, a la Marilyn Monroe on a subway grate. Locally, it's a classic St. Michael pose. It is thrilling to come up to the normally submerged church surrounded by millstone ruins, fields of heather, and several fishermen. It was a perfect spot to light a candle for those suffering from the virus. At a picturesque church that won't be above the waterline for long. See my little buddy to the right waving? We were stuck in traffic for a moment. As always, feel free to click the subscribe button and you'll get notifications of new videos as they come out each and every week.